kindergarten. Welcome back to Miss Hirsch's Kinder Corner. Today we are going to take a look at the letter W. Take a look at this picture. Do you know what this person is doing? Maybe you've seen people at sports events do this before. They lift their hands up and then they lift them down, they bring them back down. That's called a wave. So he is making a wave with his arms. Down one arm, up to his head, down, and up the other arm is the same shape as a W. W for wave in this picture. Do you remember what the word is, the action that we do for W from Alfardi? W for wiggle, wah, wah, wah. So Alfardi teaches us to think of wiggle for the letter W. And we go the wah, wah, wah. We say the sound when we're wiggling, right? So in our song today, we've got wiggle, wah, wah, wah. We've got water, take a drink, and wish. Maybe to do wish, we could go like this. So you can stand if you want. You can also do this sitting. Ready? 1, 2, 3. What's the sound that starts these words? Wiggle, water, and wish. Do you remember the sound? Wah is the sound that starts these words. Wiggle, water, and wish. With a wah, wah here and a wah, wah there. Here a wah, there a wah, everywhere a wah, wah, wah is the sound that starts these words. You do it. Wiggle, show me your wiggle. Water, take a drink of water. And wish. Think of a wish. Those are our W words from our song. Let's see some other words that start with W. Do you know what this kind of food is? This big piece here? Watermelon. How many of you love watermelon? I like watermelon. This is a wagon. This, it looks like a caterpillar, but it's a worm. I don't know why they gave it antennae. I don't know if I've seen a worm with antennae. Worm. This is a web. Web. Does anyone know what this thing is? Sometimes when you don't have pipes to your house for water, you have to have a well. It pulls water out of the ground. Well. So those are some more words. And there's still more on my rhyming poem. Let's see. So I have a more realistic looking worm. W is for worm. Read it with me. W is for wagon. W is for wings. This is hard to see. There's a person with wings. On my dragon. Look, that dragon does have wings. So that is actually true. W is for worm. W is for wagon. W is for wings on my dragon. What are the rhyming words? Did you figure it out? Wagon and dragon. Wagon, dragon. Wagon, dragon. Do you know why they rhyme? There's a W and a D at the beginning of wagon and dragon. There's an A in wagon, an R-A in dragon. Oh, the A's are the same. And then there's a G, an O, and an N. That's a lot of letters that are the same. That's the sound agen. Agen. That's why they rhyme. Okay, let's pull up our whiteboard and practice writing. So get your imaginary writing hand ready because you're going to write with me. Let's get you set up here. W. W. W is not too difficult for lots of kids, but I do see something that is often a problem. Because if you are not being careful, your W looks curvy instead of pointy at the bottom. And W's are pointy. Look at those pointy ends. You could poke yourself with those. So we're going to make sure that when we draw our W's, they're nice and pointy. Now, boys and girls, there's two ways to make a big W. You'll see this when different people write. So I'm going to show you both ways, and then I'll show you which way you can do that's a little easier for you. Okay? Put your hand up with me. Get your imaginary pencil ready. Here we go. Start at the top line. Go down the slide. Bounce like a ball. Go up. First way, we could go up to the top, and then down, and then up. That's the way some people do a W. It looks like two-letter V's. And both are pointy at the bottom. Both V's. Okay? The other way that you can do a W is the way we usually do in kindergarten. But you might see this W in some people's work. Down the slide, bounce like a ball, go up to the middle line. Are you doing it with me? Go down, bounce like a ball, up to the top. So our line, the middle line, is as high as our bouncing ball goes. I like to think about a ball getting dropped up here, going wee down, going boing, going, oh, I can't make it up that high. And then going down again, there goes the ball. And then all of a sudden it gets lots of energy, and it goes flying up all the way to the top. That's what I like to think about, a bouncing ball. Down, boing, down, up. And that is what you can think about when you're doing a W as well. Let's just erase this and fix my lines, and then we can do some lowercase w's. All right, fix my bottom line, dotted line, top line. Woo. Okay, lowercase w. We start at the dotted line. Did you already say that? Start at the dotted line. And this time we're going to bounce back up to the dotted line. Okay, so my little w kind of looks like that first capital that I drew. Bounce down, down the slide, up, down, up. See? This looks like two little V's stuck together. W though. W, right? Down, up, down, up. Boys and girls, when I say that I see some people forget to make the bottoms pointy, that's because it looks like this. And lots of people do make W's look like that, but when we're practicing in kindergarten, it's good to not get lazy habits, because what I start to see is this. By the time you get into upper grades, if you're forgetting to do your W properly, and that doesn't look like a W. That looks like a fancy U. And sometimes when people are writing fast, their W starts to look like a fancy U. So instead of making it curvy, if you make it nice and pointy, then it will always look like a W, even when you're writing fast. Okay, so that's why I ask you, make your W's look pointy at the bottom. It will make your writing look clear for people who are reading. Let's stand up. All right, everyone get up, not just Miss Hirsch. Put your finger up by your head. Let's do a big W. Okay, you're gonna go down the slide. We're gonna go all the way down to the floor. Here, I'm gonna give myself more space. There we go. Down the slide, all the way to the floor. Jump up halfway, so your head is the dotted line. Go down the slide, and then that ball's gonna bounce really high all of a sudden. Ready? All the way up again. It goes all the way up. One more time. Capital W. Down the slide to the floor. Bounce halfway up to where your head is. That's the dotted line. Go down the slide and bounce all the way up. Good. Do I stand or do I squat for my next W, for the little one? I have to squat. Okay, so I'm on my feet. I'm bent down. Little W. Go down the slide. Bounce up to your head. That's the dog line. Go down the slide. Bounce up to your head. Little W. Make sure it looks pointy when you're doing it. You should be touching the ground and going back up because that just makes a point all by itself. Thanks for joining me for our letter lesson for W today. I'll see you guys next time for our next lesson.